It's a fourth member of the Migos, Slim Back Jones the Don, aka Black Caesar, aka Caesar Alamo, and you're tuned in.
What's up, everybody? This is season one finale. This is Crazy P, aka CP, aka Black Boy, aka Malta Boy, Zoe Beans, Fried Pork. Let's get it. Yeah.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Ignorant Banter. This is our season finale. Yup, we've done it. We're on our first season, and there's many more seasons to come. This first season was filled with ignorance, was filled with bullshit, was filled with banter, was filled with all kinds of shit. So on our final episode, we have a lot of interesting topics in store for you guys that we're going to debate, that we're going to talk about, and that we're just going to act a fool on. So the very first topic that we have is, whose man's is this?
And I guess it goes to Rob Kardashian, who just kind of lost it yesterday or so. What's going on, man?
So here's the breakdown. So basically, Rob Kardashian had issues with his baby mama, Blac Chyna, sleeping with other guys and doing all these other things. So he thought he would expose her and post her plastic surgery on social media, the dudes that she's been having, that she's been in relations with. He posted all of that, like just try to expose Blac Chyna. And I just think that's so whack. Like, I just feel like this whole exposure culture, like leaking somebody's nudes, leaking somebody, like exposing somebody, like trying to bring what somebody's doing to light. I think that's so petty. That's so corny. He even exposed T.I., talking about T.I. paid Blac Chyna to have a threesome with Tiny. And that's making you look bad. Like, you trying to make her seem out to be this big hoe or this big whore or whatever. And that's your baby mama. Like, I feel like if that was me, I would take that shit to the grave. I'd be like, Blac Chyna, what? Nah, not Blac Chyna. I don't believe it. But I'd still have all the receipts and shit. I feel like the more you try to make somebody look bad, the more you yourself look bad, especially since you have a kid with that person. Like, at the end of the day, that's still your baby mother, and you need to get your emotions under control, bruh. Whose man's is this?
I mean, he must have been really hurt. You know what I mean? Like, for you to go to post all those pics on Twitter and Instagram or wherever he did that, like, he must have been really, like, on some Drake shit, like, you know what I mean, in my feelings and shit. So
Yeah, but the thing is that if you know you can't take somebody with that kind of lifestyle, like, you can't take somebody like that, you wouldn't date Blac Chyna, who's already involved with Tyga, and Blac Chyna, who's like already in the industry, who is a stripper, messing with all these different rappers and shit. And then you try to turn her into your baby mama, trying to turn her into your wife, and now you're like, ah, damn, now that we're not even together, she's seeing all these niggas. Yeah, I mean, that's who she was before, that's who she's gonna continue being. So that's your fault for making the wrong decision, and that's your dumbass fault for trying to shame her at the last minute too.
sure, that's what happens when, she has good pussy, bro. You know what I mean? He got hurt.
You know what I'm saying?
She must have been some good ass pussy, bro. Like, damn.
For real, for him to be acting like that, bruh, like, you making yourself look bad. But the memes that came out of it, though, I always, like, anytime some shit goes down, I always wait for the memes because they're the things that crack me up the most. So the funniest one was, and this one always circulates anytime some Kardashian drama goes down. It's one of Kris Jenner holding a gun, and she's like, everybody calm down until I can figure out how to make money off this. So that's meme number one. And then meme number two is one of T.I. typing, just saying, this weekend, would you like to be involved in a tryst with Tiny and I? So that's another one. And then there's a Vine, or not just a Facebook or Instagram video from Kinky Ron. He's pretty famous on Instagram and Facebook. He makes funny videos. He was saying that that Blac Chyna really is out here being promiscuous for the culture. And I was like, nah, you tripping, bro. But then, like, when he really broke it down, he's just saying how the Kardashian women have been hurting black men for years. Like, look at Ray J, look at Kanye, so look at Lamar. So basically, Blac Chyna is the revenge on the Kardashians. So, and when he put it like that, I'm like, yeah, that's what's up, Blac Chyna. You need to go ahead and capitalize on that nigga money. Keep sending out your nudes, keep doing you, and just keep being awesome and just fucking over the Kardashian family.
Yeah, but she wasn't doing it for that though. You know what I mean? So it may have come off as that, but she wasn't thinking about fucking whatever, like Rob over to say fuck the Kardashians. You know what I mean?
She wasn't, but it turned out like that.
Shit. I mean, it did. And as far as Rob, like, it don't matter because she's out there. So you posting pics of her, that's not gonna affect her. You know what I mean? She wants that attention. You know?
Yeah, that's gonna affect you.
Exactly.
Like, no one thought that Blac Chyna was a saint.
Right.
Nobody thought Blac Chyna was a virgin. You trying to make her seem like she's a hoe, and it's like, okay, well, she already knew that, and she already claimed it. So that's making you look bad for getting involved with her.
Like I said, if the pussy's too good, man, that's what happens. You know, niggas become Drake and shit. So,
Shit.
She
Blac Chyna got that. Now she got that Kardashian money pussy.
She got that good, bro. You know what I mean? She got that good. Make you tweet some naked pictures and shit. So
right, make you want to beef with T.I. and make you want to expose everybody.
Shit, but you know what? Whose men's is this? It's a big L, but shit, I don't know how you go from there. So.
Big L. If you ever think about exposing anybody, leaking somebody's nudes, you can take these L's along with Rob. So that's it for Whose Man's Is This?
True.
All right, next on Hot Shit. So this is where we talk about what we're reading, watching, listening, anything that's hot and popping right now, anything that's current in the culture. We discuss it on our podcast because that's what we do. And Oprah listens to this shit. Last week she hit us up. She was like, damn, your hot shit is on point.
True.
We're like, yeah, we know Oprah. You and
Facts.
Obama be digging our shit. Facts. No lies. We don't lie. So my hot shit is Queen Sugar. So Queen Sugar is directed by Ava DuVernay, or DuVernay, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, and is on Oprah's network itself. So shout out to Oprah. Basically, Queen Sugar is about this family in Louisiana where their father passed away and left them some lands, and you just see all the crazy shit they get to go against, like family disputes, their neighbors trying to take their lands, just all the crazy shit that happens, discrimination, police profiling. It's really a deep show, the aftermath of Katrina. So this is an amazing show. The second season, I think it's the second season. Yeah, second season came back, and every shot looks like a fucking picture. Like, every shot looks like a painting, and the storyline is good. So it's really good to see good black characters on there, dark-skinned characters on there, and it's not a Tyler Perry production. So anytime I see that, I'm really happy. Anytime I see black drama, non-Tyler Perry done well, I'm really excited. So that's who my hot shit goes out to.
And where is it at? It's on which network?
It's on OWN, Oprah's network. But
okay. I don't have that, but
we know.
you know what I mean. I've heard about it, so I've only heard good things, so I gotta check it out too.
Definitely.
All right. So my hot shit is Game of Thrones, which is coming back next Sunday. It's gonna be tight, man. I'm all caught up, all the storylines. You know what I mean? I have to go back and kind of do a little review because it's been a while, but that show is just fucking amazing. So if you like those kind of TV shows, atmospheres, genres, go back, watch all the episodes, and yeah, man, that's my hot shit.
Winter is coming.
Winter is coming. So save yourselves. But yeah, HBO, let's go. You.
I gotta check it out. I watched one episode and I was like, I don't have time for this. And all the storylines and all that shit. I did watch, however, there's a summary on YouTube. I think it's 6 minutes long, and Samuel L. Jackson narrates it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I watched
I've seen
6 minutes of that, and I feel like I'm all caught up. So I'm ready to jump into the new season.
Yeah.
Let's go. I'm not starting it from the beginning, but I feel like I can watch this new season coming out because I'm all caught up
It's
by
really cool.
Samuel L. Jackson.
You know what? Game of Thrones is House of Cards, but set in that time zone. You know what I mean? Not time zone.
Like fake Europe.
I meant to say that time era, but fake Europe.
Fake Europe with dragons.
Yeah, it's like House of Cards with dragons. And to me, I'd rather watch House of Cards with dragons than House of Cards with no dragons. So it's a dope show, man. It's a dope show.
Yeah, I feel like if I watch that shit, I'd be just like plotting against everybody, just trying to take down my quote unquote enemies and shit. I feel like that shit would just have me plotting and shit. I don't know. I would just be power hungry just watching that shit.
It's like
you trying to take the last piece of chicken? Nah, bro. Stab you in your back.
Die. It's like Into the Badlands, a little bit, but you got dragons, you got kings, and all that kind of shit going on. So it's intense, but I fuck with it. All right, so that's my hot shit. Next topic or segment is word on these streets.
Word on these streets.
So the first one is Hove versus Yeezus.
The God himself.
The God himself, who is dead. You know what I mean? So Jay dropped out his album 444. And he dissed Kanye, and they're having some issues with title, contracts, 20 millions, all this shit that I'm trying to get 20 million. You know what I mean? So I could care less. But I just want to see your thoughts on that, man.
Yeah, so first of all, shout out to Jay-Z. His album became platinum within like 3 days of dropping. And I know that some rappers out there have had their albums out for years, and them shits still haven't hit bronze or whatever. So, but then again, you're talking about somebody that's been in the game since he was 19, so it's unfair to compare them. Anyways, moving on past that, shout out to Jay-Z. He hit platinum really quick, and I think his album was like the most illegally downloaded. So
even Snoop, bro, downloaded that shit illegally. So,
oh yeah, did he?
Yeah, he posted a video. He's like, I fuck with Jay's new album, but I don't have title. I checked iTunes, it's not on there. So one of my homeboys sent it to me. I'm like, nigga, you can't post that shit as an entertainer. You know what I mean?
Snoop got money. It's not like Snoop is struggling for him to be bootlegging Jay-Z shit. He probably just lazy.
Bruh, title, man, it's expensive, man. She is Spotify, bro. You know what I mean? Spotify game.
I see some people creating mad like email accounts just to have access to title. I be seeing that shit on my timeline. Like I'm on my 4th title account, you know what I'm saying, on my 7th title account, just about to sign up for another one. But shout out to Jay. I hope you're getting that title money, but it's not coming from me though. I know that. But yeah, let's get back on topic. What were you saying about Jay-Z versus Kanye?
Do you think, well obviously it's real, but so the issue is Jay's promotion or company or whatever, title, gave Kanye an advance for 20 mil to, for his last album, to do his tour, and pretty much Kanye did not get paid. So he had the rant recently for Jay or whatever. So it's like, do you think this is going to be a big thing that they won't get over? Do you think this is something just like business that it's not really personal? You know what I mean? Is it going to affect Kanye in any way, or Jay even? What's the fallback?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. It's definitely personal. I don't think it's about the money. Especially since Kanye's rant when he was like, Jay, call me. B, call me. I feel like Jay-Z feels like he's kind of hurt by, not Jay-Z, Kanye feels like he's a little bit hurt by Jay-Z. So it's not about the money. I feel like Kanye has enough money to not even care about that. So I feel like Kanye is just bringing up little shit just to get attention. I mean, millions of dollars is not little shit, but I feel like Kanye could have let that go, or it could have been solved any other way out of the public limelight. But Kanye is just a very public person. He has no filter. He has no concept of, okay, let me deal with this outside of the public spotlight. Let me deal with this in the public spotlight. Kanye has no concept of that. So it's definitely personal. He's already felt betrayed by Jay-Z because Jay-Z wouldn't fuck with him since he married into the Kardashian clan. Um, so yeah, it's a combination of issues that's going on right now. What it's gonna come to, I don't know, but I hope they don't like self-destruct. I hope they don't go at each other because it was a great era. Watch the Throne was a piece of work, was definitely a product of art. So I hope they I I'm not hoping for Watch the Throne 2 because I know that's never gonna happen. But I just hope that they don't go at each other and try to sabotage each other.
But do you think it's kind of fake news? Let me tell you how. So, what if Kanye and Jay-Z had a meeting and this was all planned out, right? It's like, yo, let's make this fake feud and fucking help my album sell, right? And keep you in the spotlight, in the news or whatever, just for the sales. You know what I mean? Is that too far fetched, you think?
No, that's not far fetched at all. But because the timing of it is very convenient, right, for Jay-Z, one. But I don't think Jay-Z needs any help selling his album. I don't think Jay-Z needs that kind of promotion.
True.
I mean, if you told me somebody like I don't know, if you told me somebody like 50 Cent was doing that, I would believe it. But Jay-Z definitely not. And then Kanye, the thing about Kanye is that he's so hard. He sucks at faking anything. Kanye can't fake anything. I feel like Kanye is one of those people that's like incapable of doing fake shit. And even if he does fake shit, let's say that this wasn't kind of like their promo thing, Kanye would like blow it up and like just take it to the extremes and like ruin the plan. I feel like Kanye's that person that would like go into a bank robbery and then like you trying to do like some low key shit and then he just starts shooting everybody like get down on the fucking floor, I'm about to shoot you and your baby. Damn. So I feel like that's the kind of person Kanye is. Like he's just very, very destructive, at least after his mother passed away.
At the end of the day, I'm on the side of Kanye because I feel like, he wants his music to be everywhere. Spotify, iTunes, you name it. So that way more people can hear it. So in that sense, I'm like, yo, Tidal is not gonna succeed, man. I feel like in the era of Spotify, iTunes, and so forth, people are not willing to pay for Tidal. Hence why you see people having different emails every time to get new shit. Where Spotify is a lot more cheaper, or freaking iTunes, you know what I mean? So I just think it's a bad business a bad business plan on Jay part. And I feel like it's not going to work. And if Kanye leaves, for sure, that's definitely not going to work. You know what I mean? So, because he brought so many people to Tidal that once he leaves, bro, that shit is just going to it's going to go downhill for sure, even worse than it is now. So, yeah.
Well, here's what I thought too when I heard those news. I'd wondered, well, if Kanye didn't get paid, then who the hell else didn't get paid? You know what I'm saying? Like all those people that are riding with Tidal, like how much money does Jay-Z owe them? So, I agree. That's kind of bad for business. And then if Tidal ever grows to be big enough and it's going to take a lot of support, then I feel like I would personally switch to Tidal. But for now, like I don't see it happening.
But you would never pay more than you pay now for Spotify for Tidal, would you?
No, hell no.
Exactly. And the whole point is to be supreme or whatever. So they're not gonna bring the prices down for Tidal. You know what I mean? Because supposedly the music sounds better on Tidal than Spotify. Nigga, that's fake news. It's bullshit. It sounds the fucking same. No, real shit. You play a song on Tidal, you play on Spotify, it sounds the same. So I'm not buying into this fake news shit that Tidal
Well,
has
you gotta
built.
compare it. You gotta compare it. Maybe you just think that, but you have to compare it.
Even if it's different, like the ear, like the
But
human.
is it worth that money?
Yeah,
Right.
like you won't be able to tell at every little second that it sounds different, you know? So, um, I don't know, man. I just feel like that's either they drop the price or they figure out a new model to move forward. So,
Well, if they drop the price, then they're probably not gonna make any money.
I mean, you think they're making money now in comparison to Spotify and, other music services right there?
No, they're not making money in comparison to Spotify, but I mean, they still want to make a profit. They still want to make enough money to cover their expenses. I'm sure that the price that they have it at is good for them for business. Like if they drop it, then they might be operating at a loss. You never know.
Shit. True or not, I'm not getting it. So that's that. Um,
Quick sidebar. Quick
What's
sidebar.
up?
I know we're on SoundCloud and everything, but I keep seeing this thing about SoundCloud going out of business.
What?
Yep.
You
SoundCloud is going out of business. I don't know when it's gonna
you
start
lying?
affecting
Get the fuck out
anybody
of
on
here.
SoundCloud. Yeah, it's everywhere. I've seen a lot of articles today. I want to say about 3 or 4 articles about SoundCloud cutting. Well, they're having cuts, so maybe people are being a little bit over dramatic, but SoundCloud is cutting. It's letting go a lot of employees. They're
Oh
doing a
my
lot of
god.
major drawbacks. So
You tell me
if you're
this
listening
now
to this,
on the podcast, bro? What the fuck? You could have told me this like before we started, so we could take all our shit off SoundCloud and go to Tidal, nigga. Like, god damn.
yeah, we on Tidal. Check for us on Tidal now.
I just
Shit.
I want to apologize to Jay-Z and Tidal for the past 15 minutes. I didn't mean all that, man.
Jay-Z,
You know what I
we
mean?
don't mean that.
You-
444 was a classic. You know what I'm saying? You know what I said about your songs with Justin Timberlake? They were not cringeworthy. Not at all, bro.
Yo, if this
I said
happens,
binge-worthy.
god
Binge.
damn, what we gonna
Binge-worthy.
do?
Welp,
Welp.
iTunes, it is.
Damn, son, that's crazy. Okay, I'm still in
But
shock.
yo, real shit, in a street fight, like a fight, who'd win, Jay-Z or Kanye?
Bruh, Kanye easy, bro. Kanye easy.
Yeah.
Kanye got the
Well,
aggression.
Jay-Z's older.
Yeah. Huh?
Jay-Z's older.
Even if you say Jay-Z versus Kanye, same age, I still get Kanye.
Why?
Cause I feel like he has so many issues. He's so angry, you know what I mean? So I feel like he'll just lose it and just
yeah.
morph into like a fucking, I don't know, cartoon character or some shit. Like a fucking Dragon Ball Z, bro. Black Dragon Ball Z. And just
Yup,
take that
I can
nigga
see
out.
that.
So, yeah.
I can see that. Kanye, I feel like Kanye would snap, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He would morph, bro. He'd morph into a different. He'd morph into Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, shit.
I can't. Okay.
And then imagine him just yelling as he's morphing. He's like, I am Steve Jobs. I am Picasso.
Oh God, I can't. Yeah, I definitely take Kanye. So, all right, we gotta move on.
All right. We love you, Jay-Z.
I'm still recovering from the SoundCloud thing, so I'm gonna have you start the next topic, bro.
All right. Next topic is, and look for our second season. Might be on Tidal if SoundCloud's not there anymore. So next topic is 4th of July. So 4th of July on our social media, a lot of people were saying that they were not celebrating the 4th of July. They felt like 4th of July wasn't for them. A lot of people there was this tweet going around saying that I feel like 4th of July doesn't really represent our people. Black people should be celebrating Juneteenth or whatever. And somebody else just replied like, "Are you coming to the cookout or not?" Like, so a lot of people were saying, so there are the people that saying they're not celebrating 4th of July, and then there's the people saying that They're celebrating 4th of July. They're not celebrating, but they'll still eat the food. And there's the people saying that they'll celebrate. It's just another day. So where do you stand on that?
So this holiday, man, 4th of July, I feel like we as blacks should not celebrate. Um, I say this because obviously we couldn't celebrate, back in those days. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So why are we celebrating now if the intent in the beginning did not include us? You know what I mean? So it was freedom or whatever from the British, but that didn't include the blacks. So now that, it's a new society, it's a little bit better, but the intent of the original founders is still there in the writing, you know?
Yeah.
And so I feel
No,
like
I agree.
as a black person, like if you're celebrating, you're forgetting how it was back then, you know what I mean, and where it came from, and that it wasn't always this way, you know what I mean? So,
But what about the people that say it's just a day? Like it's just a day that you hang out with your family, you get free food, it's a day off work. What about that?
I mean, you can't go to work because everything's shut down. So I don't see a problem with you going to a cookout or whatever, as long as you know or you're aware that you're not there to celebrate 4th of July. You're just there for the free food because it's the day off, and you're just gonna be with your friends. You know what I mean? But as far as fireworks and fucking celebrating that shit proudly, I'm like, why? Our forefathers couldn't do it. You know? So that's my take on it.
Yeah. Yeah, they were and then I saw another thing online saying how we tell people to get over slavery, but we don't tell people to get over Independence Day. When you think about it, it's like these are two events that happened in the past, but one of them we tell people to get over. So yeah, I feel like that's kind of hypocritical. Like if you want people to celebrate the past and celebrate shit, just allow them to. Like allow people to. If you want to celebrate the 4th of July, you can't tell somebody to get over slavery.
Yeah. I mean, it's like if there was a way to celebrate it, but also um, to know and state the fact that, hey, we were not able to celebrate, because everyone now celebrates as if it was always like this. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I went out with my family for that weekend, and this white boy, he came. He was like, "Yeah, 4th of July. It's a good time to celebrate and be together. To good spirit, blase blase." And I'm like, "Nigga, I couldn't do this with you in the past. Don't you understand that?" Like, but he was oblivious to it. You know.
Yeah, I wonder what black people did during 4th of July back when segregation was still prevalent.
Shit,
So
that's a good
that's
question.
a good question. Yeah.
That's a good question.
I wonder when celebrating 4th of July became like a thing in the black community. Like what did people do in the 1920s during 4th of July, because they sure as hell didn't feel included back then. So that's something to look into.
And then also, there's a bit of an oxymoron in that the American people, and I mean by that, the people who were living in this country back then, felt they were being oppressed, right, by England. And so they fought back and got their freedom. But we were oppressed, we're doing the same thing, and look what happens, right? So it's like you as a people was once oppressed, and you had to fight to get your freedom. We were just doing the same thing. And in 2017, like, I don't feel like we're truly free as a black nation. You know what I mean? If you know what I mean by black nation. So why celebrate it if you're still getting shot if you're getting pulled over and you feel like you might not make it home, you know? So
Yeah,
it all
and
ties
y'all was
into
fighting
it.
over tea. Y'all weren't even fighting over like the police killing y'all. Y'all were
Yeah,
fighting over
a tax.
tea, tax
Yeah.
on tea, taxation without representation, religious freedom. Like now, it's like this is like people are dying. You know?
Um, did you read or see the speech that Frederick Douglass made back in the day?
No.
I say that like it's like yesterday.
Right? You saw that on YouTube? No.
Nah, but you know, in the 1800s. Anyways, he posed the question. He said, "Are the great principles of freedom and of natural justice embodied in that um a document, right? Is that extended to us blacks? Is it? At that time, do you think it was?
No, not
Exactly.
especially not at the time when he was writing it. Definitely
So
not.
it still applies to today, somewhat. You know what I mean? So, and that's my take on it. So,
Yeah. So at the end of the day, 4th of July, I love it because I get a day off from work. Somebody's always cooking means it's free food, but I'm not like you won't see me like running down the highway waving an American flag, yelling freedom. But yeah, I mean, you just take things as they are. Um, but I kind of feel like America is just now waking up and finding out there's no Santa Claus kind of thing.
hmm
This is the first year when I've seen that kind of response towards like not celebrating 4th of July. And to be honest, I was a little bit like surprised kind of, you know, like because that was never really a thing where people didn't feel like 4th of July wasn't for them. I remember as a kid like people were just really excited about 4th of July. And now it's like there's like a different vibe in the country.
how do you feel about Juneteenth?
The thing is that I don't know how to feel about Juneteenth because I don't know that much about Juneteenth. I know that it represents kind of like it's kind of like the Black Independence Day and things like that, but I don't know how it came about, and I feel like I'm definitely gonna educate myself on that after the podcast.
Yeah. The only thing I know about it is that it was, I believe, when the people of Texas, because when slavery was abolished, it wasn't like the whole country or wherever it was slavery just knew about it, and the next day there were no slaves. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
it took time to travel to different states when it was abolished. And Juneteenth, I think it came from Texas when someone rode on a horse from some other state, right, all the way to Texas to announce, slavery is over, and that's the day that people in Texas knew or found out that there were no more slaves or slavery. You know what I mean? And
Oh,
so
okay.
I definitely got to do some more reading on it, but it's interesting, and it's not celebrated by all people. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But yet they
definitely.
expect everyone to celebrate 4th of July. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely expected.
So, like, Juneteenth is is a very small celebration if you think about it. You know what I mean? There's very small events. People barely know about it, and that's more important than this shit. So,
Yeah, I wish that was because that was never taught in school. So I
nope.
only heard about Juneteenth when I graduated college. So yeah, I feel like there should be more of energy behind it. I feel like people would just should talk about it more. Like I only see Facebook posts, but I don't know anyone that says, "Oh, I'm celebrating Juneteenth today." So I definitely think we need a resurgence of that of energy behind it.
Facts. All right. So our next segment is fuck you mean, bruh.
Fuck you mean, bro? All right.
Um,
So for our first fuck you mean, for me it's Fox News. Fuck you mean. Fox News is back in the headlines just for the wrong things. Well, when is Fox News ever in the headlines for good things? So now they have this huge issue with Charles Payne. He does their he's on the Fox Business Network. And first of all, this is the first time I've heard about this man. I didn't even know they're like black hosts on Fox News. So he was on Fox Business, and he's worked there. He's worked at Fox Business since it launched in 2006, and so he had a sexual harassment lawsuit against him, or sexual harassment allegations against him, and so now he's suspended because of that. And so here's my thing. First of all, Charles Payne, this man is black, bro. There's already not enough of us at Fox News. So what are you doing harassing women over there, giving us a bad name? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're already at Fox News. You already got like one strike against you. Now you're like doing what Fox News has been doing. So I think there's a rape culture at Fox News, I want to say, because when I looked it up, they've had to pay over $45 million in sexual harassment allegations. Like, that's a
Damn,
lot of
that's
money.
a lot.
And it's like, what is cheaper? Having workshops on sexual harassment and just having people enforce, like, no sexual harassment, no raping, no just being courteous, all of that. What's cheaper? Like, doing workshops for that, or paying $45 million in lawsuits and reparations and stuff like that. But that's what you get, because Fox News is very misogynistic. They always talk down on women. They always talk about what women are doing wrong. They always talk about like how women don't provide as much as men, how women are inferior to men. So if you feel like that, then of course you're gonna behave like that, and then you're gonna get sued. So I think Fox News is going out of business. But my fuck you mean goes to Fox News this week.
I think it's cheaper to just not rape anyone.
Right? It's cheaper to not rape. Yeah.
Like, fuck the
Because
workshops. Like, if you're a grown ass man on Fox News or whatever, like, just don't rape. You got
don't rape, and if somebody, like, even not even raping, if somebody says no, don't touch them, or don't like look at them that way, or don't speak to them that way, then don't. That means no. I mean, would you rather just take an L when somebody tells you no, or take 45 million L's when somebody sues your ass? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, if you want it that bad, you got 10 fingers and you got a memory. So
You got Tinder.
you got Tinder. Just go in the bathroom. You got two hands. Do what you gotta do, and
And
no
you're a
reason
Fox
to
News
go.
host. You know what I'm saying? You're like a D-list celebrity, like a D-minus list celebrity. You could find some desperate girl at a bar willing to make shit happen. You don't gotta sexually harass nobody.
Craigslist.
You're right.
All right. So my fuck you mean, bruh, is Black TMZ news right now. This is underground. So today I found out that the Orlando City Police has gone around in the black neighborhoods, so like OBT, Paramore, and has compiled a list of people that they feel are a threat to the city. And so they've gone to apartments, to landlords, and pretty much said, hey, so-and-so is a threat to the city, and you have 24 hours to evict them from the property.
What?
Yeah. And
That is so unconstitutional.
like I said, this is not on the news yet. This is something I found out from someone that, works down there and is in the know. And so there's this list of like people, and the cops are going to apartments and landlords and saying, hey, if you want, this person is a threat, and you have 24 hours to legally evict them out of the property. And so I'm trying to figure out how I can find this list or who I can talk to, because this is really messed up. And I think there's a class action lawsuit that's about to happen against the city about this.
Oh, for sure.
So
for sure.
I'm trying to follow it, before it hits, the news or whatever. But this is really crazy. And I'm like, where are they gonna go? Like, you evict them. it's like, what are they gonna do? Just like, you gonna arrest them? They have nowhere to go. It's like, what the fuck, bro?
And they're
So
probably those people are probably gonna have to rob and steal just to not just to find a place to live, because you kicked them out, and then that there goes the cycle. These people are ending back up in jail. But what content, like what criteria are they using to say that these people are a threat? Is it because they have priors, or what is it?
I heard it don't matter. Like, if you are on OBT and you selling cigarettes, right, just to make some money, and they feel you as a threat, or they don't like the way you look, or whatever it may be, they can get you on that list, and they can go to where you live and pretty much say, hey, so and so is a threat. If you want, you have 24 hours to evict them legally. And it's like, priors or not, if you're in that area and you seem like a threat to the cop in their eyes, you can be on that list. And so I don't know who's making these decisions, but it's really fucked up. And I hope this class action lawsuit goes heavy. You know what I mean? So,
Wow, that's terrible. Shame. That's
definitely
a shame.
shame. That's definitely shame. So I'm gonna try to keep on it. I'm gonna talk to my friend that knows about it and see if I can get some more Black TMZ news about it and keep y'all updated, man, because it's really sad. It's really sad.
All right, keep us posted. So, we're moving on to quotes. Know what I'm saying? This week I gotta have an ignorant quote, and I sure do.
True.
It's by the infamous Rock Nation leader, not Jay-Z. The CEO himself, the boss of all bosses, Damon Dash. So, this is the quote. Don't ask me questions about another man. That's chatty patty. Ask me a man question. That's quote number one. And quote number two is, calling a man a boss is like calling a man daddy.
Ooh.
So,
Ooh. Daddy.
Ooh, zaddy. This is from Damon Dash. This is definitely an ignorant quote, because who in their life has never had a job, right? But I'm just gonna say how I take these quotes, because I know they're ignorant, I know they're wrong, but I'm trying to find the positive in them. So the first one that says, "Don't ask me questions about another man," that's chatty patty. Ask me a man question. Honestly, sometimes people will try to ask you about someone's personal life. You just got to be like, "Nah, that's chatty patty. Ask me another question." So that's the first one. Don't be a chatty patty. And the second one is, calling a man a boss is like calling him daddy. Personally, that doesn't really affect me, because I've had a dad before. I have a father. If you say give me these, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you give me these checks, I ain't gonna call you daddy.
Damn,
bro.
bruh.
Shit. It's not like, I don't know what Damon Dash. I feel like Damon Dash has like some kind of personal like father issues or something, where he feels like money makes somebody own you, and that just made me wonder. Like, do you think does he let his employees call him daddy? Anyways, not gonna dwell on it, but that's just my motivational quote for you to not have a boss. If that's your motivation to not have a boss, if you're scared of calling somebody daddy, just go out there, be an entrepreneur, make your own, have a business, start your own shit, be your own daddy.
Have a business. Get a franchise. Be your own daddy. What the fuck? I can't, bro. All right. On that note of being my own daddy, my quote is, less ignorant. Actually, it's very not ignorant at all. So we're going back to church, y'all. Back to the Lord.
Hallelujah.
You know what I mean? Hallelujah. Amen. All right. So it is this: do unto others as you wish them to do unto you. This is by Jesus, and it's in the Bible, so it's true, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
But this is I like this context because you know what I mean, and especially in this society, man, it's a fucked up world. You know what I mean? So just imagine all the shit that's happening right now, to African Americans, especially getting shot. And I would wish or hope that, the cop who's doing the shootings can imagine their son, their daughter in that car getting shot. You know what I mean? It should probably hurt.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean, if it was your son or daughter in that car getting shot, you'd feel a lot of anger too. You know what I mean? So I just wish people would just treat people how they want to be treated, disregard of color, religion, sex, or whatever. You know what I mean? So
Words of wisdom.
that's a yes, old school quote from the Bible. Get it? Let's get it.
Cheer. Hallelujah.
Cheer. Hallelujah.
Won't he do it?
Oh God, that's funny. I'm still laughing at this. Be my own daddy, bro. That's crazy. I can't. All right.
That's a episode's name. Be your own dad.
Be my own daddy. All right. This episode has been sponsored by fried chicken. As you guys know, today is National Fried Chicken Day.
Yeah.
So if you haven't, go out there and get some fried chicken. Buy it from Walmart. Fry it. Go to KFC. Go to Popeyes.
Go to KFC.
Do what you gotta do.
Popeyes.
go to Popeye. Go to churches.
Yeah.
Or be your own daddy and open your own franchise of a Popeyes. You know what I mean? Like, why are you going to Popeyes to eat somebody else's
Why are you letting
fried
another
chicken?
man fry your chicken?
Fry your chicken. Go out there, open your own shit, open your own Popeyes, and fry your own thing. You know what I mean? Be your own daddy.
Exactly. Shit.
That's how you do
That's
it.
how you do it. Word to Damon Dash. Word to Damon Dash.
Facts.
True. So that was our very ignorant season finale. Now I'm saying
Season 1.
Season 1, we out here. Season 2 might be on Tidal, might be on SoundCloud. You don't know where it's gonna be at, but keep checking for us anyways.
True.
So it's your boy Black Caesar, aka Caesar Alamo, aka Slimback Jones LaDon, and I'm out.
That's your boy Crazy P, a.k.a. CP, a.k.a. Fried Pork, a.k.a. Fried Malta, a.k.a. Fried Beans, fried everything. Let's get it. Episode 10, Season 1, we out.
Shit.
You.